Imagine a tiny, super annoying salesperson. Now, imagine this salesperson is glued to you, following you everywhere you go online. They're not just following you, they're screaming about the products you just looked at, shoving obnoxious banners in your face while you're trying to read, and plastering your screen with pop-ups you can't close. They aren't just peeking over your shoulder, they're building a crazy detailed profile of your every click and every interest. This isn't a person, it's adware, and it's turning your computer into a chaotic, ad-filled nightmare while secretly spying on your entire digital life. This digital pest is way more than just an annoyance. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry built on one thing: watching you. While some adware is kind of harmless, the other kind is a gateway, an open door that invites much more dangerous threats right into your digital home. According to a 2024 Kaspersky report, there were nearly 33.8 million attacks on mobile devices in 2023. The most common threat of all was adware, making up almost 41% of all detections. In this video, we're going to expose this threat for what it is. We'll show you how it gets in, what it's actually doing while it watches you, the real-world dangers, and most importantly, how you can finally kick it out for good. So, what even is this digital salesperson? The term adware is short for advertising-supported software. Basically, it's any software that shows you ads to make money for the person who made it. But right here is where we need to draw a line in the sand, because not all adware is malicious. Think about the free apps you use every day. A music app that plays ad breaks, or a mobile game that shows you a video to get an extra life. That's a type of legitimate adware. The developers give you their product for free, and you agree, usually by clicking accept on the terms and conditions, to watch some ads. It's a clear deal. The ads pay for the free service. It might be a little annoying, but it's harmless and you agreed to it. But then there's the other kind, the sneaky, non-consensual kind. This is the adware that's like a home invader. It doesn't ask for permission. It sneaks onto your device and sets up shop without you even knowing. This is the digital pest we're actually worried about. So how does this thing get in? The most common way is a trick called bundling. Let's say you're downloading a free program, like a video converter or a PDF editor. You run the installer, and you're just trying to get it done, so you click next, I agree, finish. But you probably missed a tiny, pre-checked box that gave it permission to install an additional recommended program. That program is the adware. It piggybacks on the software you actually wanted, using it like a Trojan horse to sneak past your defenses. Another way in is through fake pop-ups and banners. You're on a website and a huge, flashing ad screams that your computer has a virus or a driver is out of date. It begs you to click scan now or download update. These are almost always traps. Clicking them doesn't install a security tool. It installs the exact problem it's pretending to fix, adware. And finally, adware can just let itself in through holes in your software. If your web browser or operating system isn't up to date with the latest security patches, hackers can use those weaknesses to inject adware directly onto your system. You don't have to click anything. It's like the salesperson saw you left a window unlocked and just climbed right in. Once the adware is on your system, it has one mission: make money. But to do that, it can't just throw random ads at you. It needs to know what you like. And to do that, it has to watch you. This is where the annoying salesperson turns into a full-blown private investigator. Malicious adware is built to track your every move online. It hooks into your web browser and starts logging everything. Every website you visit, every search you type, every product you look at, it's all being recorded. This data gets sent back to a server where it's used to build a super detailed profile about you. It knows you're looking for new shoes, planning a vacation, or trying to figure out how to bake bread. This profile is a goldmine. The adware creators then make money from it in a few ways. The most common is pay-per-click, PPC, where every time you click one of their ads, even by accident, the creator gets paid. Another is pay-per-view, PPV, where they get paid a tiny amount just for showing you the ad, whether you click on it or not. A more aggressive model is pay-per-install, PPI, where they get paid every time their program gets installed on a new device. This whole system creates a huge incentive to get adware onto as many computers as possible and to make the ads as aggressive and annoying as they can be to get more clicks. The more it messes with you, the more money they make. But it gets worse. The really nasty adware doesn't just show you ads, it hijacks your entire browser. This is called a browser hijacker. The adware literally takes over your browser settings. It can change your homepage to some ad-filled search engine. It can redirect your searches, so when you look for something, you land on a page the attacker controls instead of Google. Some will even lock your settings so you can't change them back. Even more terrifying, security experts now see adware as a gateway threat. The adware itself might just be serving pop-ups, but it blows holes in your device's security. Those holes can then be used by much scarier malware like ransomware, spyware, or banking trojans. Think of it this way: the annoying salesperson isn't a thief, but they left the front door wide open for actual burglars to walk right in. It's easy to mix up adware and spyware, since they both feel like a huge invasion of privacy. Let's use an analogy. Spyware is like a hidden camera planted in your room. Its only goal is to secretly record everything: passwords, bank info, private messages, and send it to a criminal. It's built for spying and stealing. Adware, on the other hand, is like that loud street vendor screaming for your attention. Its main purpose is to show you ads to make money. Generally, adware shouts, while spyware whispers. Adware makes its presence known with pop-ups and slowdowns, while the best spyware gives you no sign it's even there. But this is where the lines get dangerously blurry. Some modern adware has started adding spyware features. An adware program that tracks your browsing history to show you ads is technically spying on you. Some can even install keyloggers that record every single thing you type, capturing passwords and credit card numbers. When adware sells your personal data without your permission, it is acting as spyware. This is what makes modern adware so dangerous. You might think you're just dealing with annoying pop-ups, but in the background, a much darker data harvesting operation could be running. The salesperson isn't just shouting anymore. They're also going through your personal files when you're not looking. That's why you have to treat any unwanted software on your device as a serious threat, because the line between annoying and malicious is basically gone. The consequences of adware go way beyond just being annoying. They can have a real, destructive impact on your digital life, your device, and even your wallet. The first thing everyone notices is your device slows down to a crawl. Adware is always running in the background, downloading ads, tracking you, and talking to its server. This eats up your computer's processing power and memory, making everything painfully slow. Your browser starts crashing, apps won't respond, and simple tasks become a nightmare. On phones, this constant activity also kills your battery and can lead to huge data bills from all the ads it's downloading. Then there's the massive invasion of privacy. All the data the adware collects is incredibly valuable. Your browsing history and online behavior get packaged up and sold to data brokers, ad networks, and sometimes even criminals on the dark web. This info is used to build even scarier, hyper-targeted ad profiles, but it can also be used for phishing attacks or identity theft. But the biggest risk is the security threat. Adware is famous for creating security holes. Some will redirect you to malicious websites designed to trick you into downloading even more malware. A pop-up ad from adware could be a direct link to a site that tries to install ransomware or a banking Trojan on your computer. Let's look at a real-world example of just how insane this can get. A massive adware campaign called Fireball. In 2017, security researchers discovered that this adware, bundled with free software, was hijacking browsers on an unbelievable scale. It would force the victim's homepage and search engine to fake pages that injected ads into the results, making millions for its creators. At its peak, Fireball had infected over 250 million computers worldwide. That's just a staggering number. But here's the terrifying part. While its main job was showing ads, Fireball also had a hidden backdoor. It could download and run any malicious code on an infected computer. This meant that at any moment, the creators could have turned those 250 million computers into a giant botnet to launch cyber attacks or deploy ransomware. Fireball proved that adware isn't just a nuisance. It can be a loaded weapon waiting for a command. Okay, now for the most important part. How do we get rid of this thing and make sure it never comes back? It's a two-step process: removal and prevention. First, you have to know the signs. The salesperson is loud, so the symptoms are usually obvious. Are you getting bombarded with pop-up ads, even when you're offline? Did your browser's homepage or search engine change on its own? Are there new toolbars or extensions in your browser that you don't remember installing? Is your computer or phone suddenly super slow? If you're nodding your head to any of these, you've probably got an adware problem. To get rid of it, the best way is to use a strong, reputable security software. A good antivirus or anti-malware program is made to hunt down and kill all types of malicious software, including adware. Run a full system scan and let it destroy any threats it finds. Be really careful with free adware removal tools you find online. Ironically, a lot of them are just more adware in disguise. Always stick with well-known, trusted brands. If you're a bit more tech-savvy, you can also do some manual cleanup. Go through the list of installed programs on your computer and look for anything you don't recognize. A quick Google search will tell you if a program is legit or a known piece of adware. Uninstall anything that looks suspicious. Next, check your browser extensions. Go through the add-ons list in your browser and remove anything you didn't install yourself. Finally, you can reset your browser settings back to their default, which will usually get rid of any hijacker and restore your real homepage. Once your system is clean, it's all about prevention. This just comes down to smart online habits. First, be extremely careful with free software. Only download programs from official websites or trusted stores. When you're installing something, slow down and actually read each step. Uncheck any boxes that ask to install optional or recommended software. Second, keep everything updated. Update your operating system, browser, and all your apps regularly. These updates contain critical security patches that close the holes adware tries to sneak through. Third, use an ad blocker. A good ad blocking extension will stop most intrusive ads and pop-ups from ever even loading, which cuts off a major way for adware to get in. And finally, trust your gut. If a website or a pop-up seems sketchy or too good to be true, it is. Don't click on flashing banners that say you've won something or that your computer is infected. Adware may have started as a simple way to pay for free software, but it's turned into a massive threat that's not just annoying, it's malicious. That tiny salesperson isn't just trying to sell you something, it's watching you, profiling you, and leaving the door to your digital life wide open for much worse things to get inside. But by understanding how it works, knowing the signs, options, and using smart defensive habits, you can take back control. You can fire that salesperson and make sure your online experience is private, secure, and quiet. But the fight for your security doesn't stop with software. What if the biggest threat wasn't a program at all? What if it was a person who uses psychology instead of code to trick you into giving away your most valuable secrets? That is the art of social engineering, hacking the human mind. In our next episode, we're going to explore how attackers use trust, fear, and curiosity to manipulate you into breaking your own security, and will arm you with the knowledge to spot their games before it's too late. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our deep dive into social engineering. And let me know in the comments if you've ever had to fight off a nasty adware infection. Stay informed, stay alert, and join us next time